We've got smoke. 3. We've got ignition. 2. 1. We've got RIP takeoff, y'all. I got the wrong backdrop. I'll be changing that. Big ups, y'all. Today we're covering copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers. Very serious. Modern-day slavery? Question mark? You know? Love to... This is a rabbit hole, you guys. Once you go into it, you're going to be there. All right? Put your phones down. I mean, we're actually using cobalt right now, all of us. So, are we culpable? So please like, share, subscribe. Show starts shortly. Please like, share, subscribe. Chinatown, when you're ready. And we're sponsored by Midwest Festival presents House Stock, Glamping. That's right. And big ups to our, what do you call them? Production staff. I can't say enough about what they do here. Let's see here.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should, so far as possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying all the way through the show to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion will be clear and easily accepted a little farther on. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child. For said the master in spiritual things, quote, except ye become as little children, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven, end quote. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self Luv Show is a lesson, not a lecture. Please like, share, subscribe. The Self Luv Show starts shortly.
Tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Right.
Brother,
I'm wiping it though. I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to say, hey.
Tori's oldest brother, between us. Tori made me at Beta. And so, he just wanted to say a few words before we let you go here.
Okay. Yeah.
Brother Thomas, thank you so much for gracing us with your appearance, man. Grateful. You expanded our nation beyond belief. It's just a wonderful thing. And we would like to present you with the Self Luv Show first annual Ernest Lee Thomas Achievement Award.
Oh man!
It's apropos that you are the first recipient.
And Nope, we call it the Raj.
We're gonna call it the Raj.
Oh, I love it. Oh man.
Yeah, so we have it on
God.
order. You know, so it's going to come here. We're going to show it to the show, and then myself or Tasia deliver it to you or ship it to you from there.
Thank you, brother.
We're about to start the show, y'all.
And even in this instance, if I could be of service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval, and it has to come from within.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
How deep is the rabbit hole?
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
That's it. That's all we're offering. That's all we're offering is the truth. Yeah. You can't want to call it lies and conjecture, some of conspiracy theory. That's fine. You want to stay a part of the machine, let the agents use you as a tool. Self-love vision. There we go. Let's see if we can't get this going. See if we can't get this going, you guys. This is like a handoff we do here every week. Anybody knows anything about Zoom? You know, you can only do so much. But welcome to another edition of the Self Love Show. And we're sharing basic. There we go. Desktop. We're sharing. Stop it. Stop it. All right, here we go. It's all worth it. And we always appreciate you guys' patience. There's a lot going on with juggling. The interns all walked out. All the interns walked out. You know, what are you going to do? Welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, or as we affectionately call it, TATN. This one of your co-hosts, I am Millie. All praise due to the ancestors, the Most High, and my late beloved Mama Sky. This evening, we're going to be talking about a topic that is both necessary and disturbing. The topic is the copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers. Who are they, you may ask? Well, they are the thousands of people, many of them children, who work in the informal and, quote, illegal, end quote, mining sector in the Democratic Republic of Congo, also known as the DRC. Oh, they're digging for cobalt. Cobalt is essential for making rechargeable batteries for electric whips, mobile phones, and other devices. It's also known as blue gold out there because of its high value and its distinctive color. But while cobalt While cobalt is a precious resource for the global green energy transition, it is also a source of misery and exploitation for the copper-faced people who mine it. These are copper-faced people. They look just like you and I. Okay, and we've got footage we're going to share actually with you guys today. It should be heartbreaking if you're not some sort of narcissist or some sort of sociopath. If it's not heartbreaking, then you're not getting counseling. Reach out, and then we could put you in touch with some good head doctors out there that can, get you back in the right frame of mind. But our people are facing dangerous and degrading working conditions, human rights abuses, environmental degradation, and armed conflict. They also receive very little compensation for their labor, while the multinational corporations that dominate the market and the corrupt government officials that enable them reap huge benefits. Does a lot of this sound familiar in history? So if you don't know history, you're deemed to repeat it. So tonight, we'll dive deeper into the realities and challenges of the cobalt pickers and the possible solutions to end this injustice. And we'll ask ourselves, one another, how can we, you and I, as consumers, like Pac-Man, we're consumers, and also citizens, we're citizens. Got a lot of migration going on. Pretty soon we're all going to call that word citizens, and it'll be okay. How can we make a difference? This is the Self Luv Show. And this is the revolution. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and living color today, Tuesday, February 27, 2024, at approximately 7:25 in Chicago. As always, we acknowledge that you beautiful souls can be anywhere in this magnanimous universe, but thankfully, we all chose to be here together. Here. Together. What now, brother Wordsmith? What you manifested today?
For me, self-love. How about yourself?
Same. Pure, magnificent, unfiltered, unfettered. Some say harsh. Many call it tough, but self-love just the same, good brother. So, what's been going on in your neck of the shy, bro, since we last, did the thing?
Excuse me. They been playing with that weather machine, bro. Cause
you're talking about HARP, HAARP.
Yeah, man. Had snow. We had 65 degrees, and then snow the next day, and then 4 days later, 70 degrees. I guess it's true what they say about the shy. You don't like the weather? Wait a little bit.
Well, God's grandbaby is shaking the globe and, making the snow come out, and then, look how nice it is. Shaking it. I used to think that when I was growing up. They're all having fun up there and having it at our expense. Yeah. That's what's up, though, bro. That is really what's up. All right, y'all. So for y'all who don't know what to expect, we always launch with the Self Luv Show quote of the day. And then we run a short video. It's less than a minute. That's the moral growth and development video. And then, of course, we have a tattoo tyranny video, tattoo tyranny. And then, of course, a dome teaser, which is a riddle, because your mind is an awful thing to waste. Awful thing to waste. So it's a muscle. The more you use it and exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Trust and believe that is true. All right. And of course, our topic is the copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers. Cobalt pickers. Cotton pickers, cobalt pickers. Phone lines are open. It's 424-900-6945. That number's what?
Troll free.
Again, it's 424-900-6945. That number's absolutely, positively, 100% what?
Troll free.
Trolls get what?
Holes around here, homie.
We'll make you what?
Famous.
That's right. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Let's go viral.
Yeah, that's right. Smash that like button while you're at it. All right. And, type in comments, man. The algorithm loves it. All right. And then we always close it out with my personal favorite part of the whole show. And that's why this brother, Wordsmith, what he does is he summarizes the whole shebang in a bit of prose right off the rip, right off the top of his dome, metaphysical like. And it's always good and spicy. I suggest you all sit on and, I had to delete last week's because the moles who music reviews and it's copywritten. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, no, not the wordsmith, though. It was the part at the end. Yeah. So. All right. Any announcements, brother?
Well,
Yeah. All right.
Midwest Festivals.
What are they talking about? What they say? What they say? What I say? What he say?
Peace, love, and music.
Peace, love, and music.
Man, I'm telling y'all.
We glamping.
The early bird special is, you better jump on it.
Jump on it.
Ain't no more this time. It's
Doom,
going down in the town. And also, we got a raffle. So we're raffling off a setup, a tent setup at the event, number one, as well as a day pass. And it's gonna be a superior time. Let me tell you, it's going down in the town. If you want to get some tickets, hit the number with a text and let us know that you want some
That's right.
the tickets, the raffle tickets.
That's right. And if you don't know how you can get your own glamp vehicle, everything, there's links for that. You can do it in style, or you can be real humble and lay right out there on the cold grass if that's how you like to do it, huh? So some people, they're what do you call them? They're off grid out there. They lay down on the, right in the grass.
It's nice tents, and that's not laid out in the grass. I mean, that wouldn't be wise.
I mean, that's not necessarily glamping, but maybe I've been in LA too long. There's a lot.
That's not even camping. That's not even camping.
Maybe that's called being unhoused.
Yeah, I think that's what you're referring to.
Yeah. I'm out here too long, man. Everything seems normal now. You know what I mean? So if they're building straight up shanty towns, bro, you know how them shanty towns looking like when you get to El Salvador and stuff like that, bro. You drive through certain blocks in Cali, they building up those shanties here, fella. They got dogs and stuff. They on security. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of areas here. You'd be like, whoa. Under certain bridges. Man.
Looking a lot like the third world nations, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they got them those nice tents. The people that they paid to bring these people here are providing the tents. I think that's all a conflict of interest. We need to get rid of them people.
All right. I mean, you guys stop the violence. The only thing I want to say to add to that.
Let me clear the people that are bringing and housing, and not the people that's here. The people that the city is paying to bring them and house them. It's corruption.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to throw you under the bus or come off like you're being some way. Yeah, man. I had some, I was talking to some people and they were like from Texas, and they were blaming their own governor. And these were like conservatives. It seemed to be Trumpsters, if you will. And they were just like, they were looking at the stuff and they were like, this is our fault. Like, I mean, they were blaming their governor because he's the one that started sending them everywhere, but man, you can only imagine what Texas would look like if he hadn't.
Man, it's a lot more space in Texas.
And, well, we don't want to get into that, but you could say Texas was theirs, and you can say, well, not all theirs, though. It's people coming from all over. I mean, it's people coming from China. They can't claim Texas. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was ours. You know,
They
y'all
coming
took it.
from everywhere. They like, oh, that border's open. We can go through there.
Bro, when you drive past certain Jewish schools out here, like in the West LA, Beverly Hills, and the high money area, bro, they got armed securities out there holding AR-15s, boy, with bulletproofs, and they ain't playing either. Yeah, I like to see us do it. That's what the Panthers was getting involved in the city, the
That's
great
why we
city of
have gun
Chicago.
laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why we have gun laws.
Yeah, they don't. You can't protect the kids. You know what I mean? You can't protect your children in your community. You got to leave that up to 12. You know, that's the programming. That's what these cats in the Matrix are like. You know, some of them like to be goyim and poke their lips out. You know what I mean? And, but fine. To each his own. We're all, God's children. So, all right. Enough of my yapping. Let me go ahead and turn it over to this brother. He can handle his business.
Welcome to the Self Luv Show. Today, where we're unpacking copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers.
You like that?
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Try saying that a bunch of times. Yeah. And it's very interesting because I knew a little bit about this. I learned a whole lot more, coming to do the show. It's going to be impactful. As always, we have a very important video, the Silverback More Growth and Development platform, which we are building the Self Love Nation off of. And as always, for that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Once again, an eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Mahatma Gandhi. Gaddafi.
What?
Gandhi. What am I talking about? Gaddafi. Who can't read here?
Gaddafi would say, poke both their eyes out. Rest both their souls. I mean,
so they say. You're still sharing.
My bad. Should be free. You probably have to go out and come back.
Silverback More Growth and Development platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. Number 3, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, to shine a light on positive influences. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, to provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers.
Unfiltered.
7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9,
Minerals.
to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen. Number 10, protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
That's right. Any and all means necessary. And in case you didn't mix it, in case you didn't catch it, surviving ADX Florence Supermax Penal System. Huh, Self?
Oh, man. I advise you to check it out. Check it out.
It's a sizzler. It's got almost 1,000 views out there, Self.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of great information.
And to the pompous SOB, I notice a lot of trolls, they use some sort of Spanish name. And that doesn't mean they're Mexican, so. And it doesn't even mean they're Hispanic. But they use like a Villanueva or something like that. Now, this could actually be they could be Spaniard. I don't know. But to that troll out there who said I can do better, I mean, everybody, we all can. You know what I mean? Yes, pompous son of a bitch. You can do better. And I'm like, bout, you know what I mean? No response. You know what I mean?
Have your own show then. Go ahead and put it up.
No, we encourage feedback. You know what I'm saying, Self? That's like me going up to Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. You can do better, holding him to a standard of Michael Jordan or something of this nature. And Kobe's like, well, what could I do better? You know what I mean? And then I don't respond. You know, I'm not saying I'm Kobe, rest his soul. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Pompous SOB types that in there and then don't respond. But you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Engage us, huh, Self?
Hey, it's gonna make some criticism, at least justified and say what it's
Explain
about.
yourself.
Say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't delete it. I left it up there. The algorithm likes that. You know what I mean? The algorithm likes that. So. All right. So big ups to I think his name was like Hector Villanueva or something like that. Fernando Villanueva. I can't remember. You guys will see it in there. But check that out. It was chock full of information to Self Love's points. Period. All right. Trump, your boy Trump's at it again.
Yeah.
He said you coloreds. Yeah, I like him. Well, one thing he was right on, but he don't know how to talk. He's ignorant, borderline stupid, might be retarded, but he was talking about the mugshot. Self we talked about. I think they must have watched our show. Remember, like shit, he got his mugshot. It wasn't like we was like, oh, Trump's got a mugshot. It was nothing of that nature. It was just commentary that this man's got a mugshot out there. But to suggest that black people want to vote for him because he has a mugshot is.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said. My black people. Yeah, and then he said something else, boy. Trump, boy. Yeah. So they like him more because his mugshot.
He's cavalier, bro.
Isn't he? So to himself, that's like those cats used to meet at in Champagne and they didn't know they were racist or insensitive and they say stuff. Basically, he's saying like all of us, are in jail and like mugshots. So it's like me saying, if there were a Jewish, something about banking or the financial industry. You know what I mean?
He was just trying to say he got some street cred.
Yeah. My Jewish friends like me because I got a bank account and I pay usurious interest. I pay my Jewish friends like me because I pay revolving debt on usurious interest on my credit card. You know what I mean? That's kind of, and I'm running for president. So if Jesse Jackson couldn't even call him prep, you can't say it. Don't say it. You probably don't say it. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Oh, you talking about no, I'm definitely not going to say that.
H-Town. Yeah. This guy's running for president. Thought it was okay.
Yeah, he knew what was going on out there. Trying to say he didn't know that they were.
That's what they told him to say at the Bilderberger conference over there.
Yeah,
in the woods. This is what you're gonna do, you clown. Yeah.
You're gonna sabotage your own thing and
your whole family legacy.
Yeah, right. And it's right up there. You're gonna do it right on tape.
Yeah, but here's a check. You go out and do your Operation Push. All right. But yeah, man. So small loss to Donald Trump. Let's see. Brat attack. Do we want to do Brat attack? I'm trying to remember what this Brat did. Nah, we don't want to do that. Let's go ahead, bro, and we'll just get on topic, bro. Let's get on topic. We're on the time crunch here, so.
All right.
All
Sounds good.
Now there is a what do you call that? Promo video. Okay. And watch Self. I caught that in the background. I'm like, man, if I could find this kid and get him on the show, I can make this kid famous. They put him right on Saturday Night Live. You're gonna see him out there in this video. He's out there in the copper mines. Everybody's slaving. This kid's up there having a great time. He's like me out there. You'll see him. Yes, when the MC Hammer music come on. Let's see if you can get it. It's,
I'm getting there. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, because you had to go past those other two.
Yeah.
We're all culpable. That's one thing you guys are going to figure out. If you think you're innocent, you're culpable.
Let's roll.
So next week, Self Love, as we discuss. Listen to that over the blood, cobalt.
Meantime, mining is just one part of the supply chain game.
It's supposed to be illegal to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so got to be addressed.
China is the largest refiner of cobalt and the largest supplier to the United States. It's also the world's biggest consumer of cobalt.
Look at that kid.
Yeah, he was on camera. He was trying to get up out of there. He wanted somebody to discover him.
He was making money. Well, maybe giving these kids milk too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they giving them milk.
Terrible thing.
Killing us in the Congo.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Do you still have them?
Got mine.
You can talk about that. All right. So Self did the quote of the day. So we're on top of you guys, but I think we should go ahead and do our riddle, our dome teaser. I'll drop it into the chat for any thinkers. For any thinkers out there, and we'll see if you guys can't solve this one. I'm a metal that is blue and gray. I power your phones and laptops all day, but I have a dark side that you may not know. I fuel violence, corruption, and woe in a region that is rich in minerals and strife. I am extracted at the very cost of human life. What am I? I saw an immediate Eddie Sevo, what up? I saw an immediate thumbs up from Self Love out there. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, Self, ain't it your boy's birthday? We got any announcements?
Who?
Creeper?
Oh, jeez.
Creeper.
I forgot. I don't know if it's exact day, but I know we're celebrating tonight. DJ Creeper, he's been on the show. He works with Midwest, with House Stock for Midwest Festivals. We are, it's gonna be a great time. If you know me, hit the line and find out where we're gonna be at.
All right. It's in the chat. Let me see. Self Love, you didn't type. Oh yeah. All right. Yes, sir. Self Love is correct. And we'll see if you guys can't matriculate that. You know what I mean? If you guys didn't have to go to William H. Ray to be able to figure this one out. I mean, seriously. Your school didn't have to have ivy on it. And we were one of the first schools in America that had blacktop. So seriously. Yeah, blacktop. And you know you were there. Everybody used to come play basketball there. It's like, y'all got blacktop? We sure do. We had a what do you call that stuff? The big toy. We had the big toy, boy. They used to take care of us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Privilege. They was trying to run me out of there though. Every chance they got. Good times.
You know that.
Oh, they let you know, you're not.
Yeah.
There's this over here. Yeah.
We want to put you in these classes, but you actually got the aptitude, so we can't put you in these classes.
Yeah.
So we need you out of here.
Yeah. And your parents aren't exactly rich as the other people's parents is rich. So yeah. So we don't care about you. You know what I mean? That's basically like,
you're not a great representation of what we're doing here.
Yeah. Yeah, you really shouldn't be here, you black son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Now, if your dad was, on Leon's Barbecue or Harold's Chicken or something like that, you know what I mean? We wouldn't be talking to you like that, you little coon. But your grades are so good, we all sat down. You test well, you know what I mean? you're accepting the programming, so we don't think you can end up in the penitentiary. Yeah, that's how they talk to you. All right. Yeah, people think we see ourselves laughing, but black men know. Black boys know. They've had retarded talks like this in the past from somebody like this guy here. All right. Malcolm had to talk. Be something realistic. So, all right, here we go. Let's move past that. All right. We did our promo video. What is cobalt, Self? Cobalt.
It's a mineral that, it's used in a lot of technology, and food. It's a trip. It's got a lot of not food but health care. It's got a lot. It's a trip that it's
a lot of applications.
Yeah, and it's a trip that it's harmful in some applications, and others it's works right up in there. It's all good. It's something. That's for sure. All right.
Was Dr. Sabi using it?
That I don't know.
Probably not, because it's so hard to get. Okay, so cobalt, to your point, it's a hard brittle metal. It's found in a very small quantities around the world, both on land and in seabeds. It has a very high melting point, 1,495 degrees Celsius, and it doesn't corrode easily. These properties have allowed cobalt to become a vital component for making rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, the kind used in EVs and electronic devices such as mobile phones and computers out there. When combined with other metals, cobalt is perfect for lightweight, energy-dense batteries that have a low risk of overheating and are more durable. This is the same reason why cobalt is also used for making engines or turbines, which have metal parts that need to be particularly heat resistant. So, your jets and things of this nature. So that's cobalt in a nutshell. Yeah. So you were talking about some of its applications. So the lithium ion batteries. So all of these EVs that everyone's driving around, smugging it up, good for the environment and stuff like that. And I'm an EV driver, by the way, but go ahead.
I mean, as well as phones. So I mean, it's it's in a whole lot of components.
Your laptop.
Yeah, all the technology, TV.
Yeah, your smart TV.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think all of them.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised.
It's a key ingredient in alloys and super alloys.
So we're talking about, this might be some of the metals that the aliens may have told us about, Self, at Area 51. Maybe that's, some of the, stuff they're using.
I was hearing that it was like the deposit they found, they're saying it came from off planet. Like not like necessarily brought here, but a meteor or something striking the earth. And that's where them places are.
But I mean, yeah.
Food safety, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
What do you mean? How's it used for food safety? For keeping stuff cool or keeping stuff hot?
It can be used to improve food safety. It don't even really say why.
Yeah, magnets.
Magnets, medical, a radioactive isotope used in radiation therapy for cancer treatment.
Pigments.
Yeah.
Where is it mined?
Mainly in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
DRC. Also Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russia's got a good amount. Australia and the Philippines. But to your point, DRC is by far the largest cobalt producer, responsible for around 70% of global production. It's also worth noting that most mines aren't dedicated to extracting cobalt alone, Self. In fact, 98% of cobalt is produced as a byproduct of copper or nickel mining, according to the Cobalt Institute. That's what I was touching on last week. That yeah. So it's a lot more to touch. Go ahead.
The biggest deposit they found, because they were mining copper and found the cobalt.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest one that they found so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we oh yeah, happy birthday. Why is this kidding me? Happy birthday, Creeper. Happy birthday, Creeper. I don't know if he's out there. He's probably out celebrating. Yeah.
He's supposed to be DJing.
Right. So I'm sure he's pre-gaming and everything. So all right. So yeah, we got a lot more to get into actually. Solutions, and we're gonna talk about what actually goes on in the mines, the actual slavery. Or is it? I mean, they're getting paid, so it's not slavery.
Probably very similar.
Well, they're choosing
slavery, actually.
They're choosing it. Just like people are choosing to be in prison.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. People hate when I talk, but y'all know how the story goes. It's a Self Love Show. Today we're breaking down the copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers. The Self Love Show.
Hey, you're doing that pretty good, bro.
Yeah. So we are rolling. Y'all know how we do. We got some great videos, keep you entertained, edutained, while we take a little break, and we will be right back at you.
Why do we do it?
We do it for our people.
Damn right.
You gotta stop sharing.
Oh shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay.
What is a comedian's role?
Yeah, or obligation or responsibility. It's only gonna be 3 videos, so but it'll still be like 6 minutes.
To be a truthful pastor, to go through the churches, to bear his soul for the community and be a truthful pastor.
Comedians used to sit next to kings, bro.
I don't think that there's a correlation between the comedian and the gesture. I think that is you all's perception. Comedians don't take on comedians, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're comedians, not clowns.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
We don't step into just like what our thing is more, is so crafty. The comedian is really the one when you go in the back room after the Joker went out there and entertained the people and did all of that, right? Comedian is the one in the back room with the people in the huddle whispering his jokes about the shit he just saw.
How has coming up in Chicago shaped or affects your material or content creation?
Chicago is so segregated in so many different ways. It's just constant pieces broke down. Like
facts.
So navigating through that make you more adaptable to stuff, make you more quick-witted, make you more observant, make you more alert. So those things that you get other people funny, but they not getting this full exposure of Chi-Town. Everybody funny in Chicago. Everybody slick mouth in Chicago. Everybody woo woo woo. Everybody woo. Everybody. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna get nothing because of that. You're like, oh yeah, that's my man. He a comedian. I'm a comedian too. Where you been on stage?
Yeah, we can do everything in Chicago. You ain't lying about that. Yeah.
I don't give a damn what you walking in.
Or how about this one? How about this one, bro? You funny? Tell me a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you funny? Tell me a joke.
Right. I'm not that kind of funny. I'm not
soon
goofy funny.
Soon as they do that, I ain't gonna lie, that's my thing. As soon as they do that, I'm like, what you do? So somebody like, I'm a plumber. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fix one of these pipes. Shit.
Right.
Take the time and the place is.
Right.
Take the time and the place is.
The plumber might say, I'll do it if you pull some money out, and the comedian might say the same thing.
It's a show now.
Hey, bros, what's going on? This is Cotton. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Do you still have them?
I've got mine. Self Love Show will resume in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Self Love Show resumes in 3 minutes. We are live.
And it bows to his will. Nothing is as rebellious as the white man. Everything that God says thou shalt not do, the white man says, gee whiz, buddy, it's all right. Come on, try it. You like it, baby. It's okay. Gee whiz, you guys are too rigid. You only live once, man. Come on. You know that Chuck talks like that. I'm talking about Bob. I'm talking about Bill. I'm talking about Larry. You know the guys I'm talking about. Now, listen, you acting like you don't know them. That's why we don't allow no white folks in here. Because if we had white folks in here, you'd be looking all behind you and wondering what Bob and Bill and Larry and Susie and Cindy might be thinking.
Man, thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format, very solid. You know, it don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real.
Yeah.
Like people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro.
They so ignorant.
Ignorant.
So
hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago,
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it.
This platform is
made for you and me.
It's made for you.
The crazy and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro. That was a smooth transition.
Welcome back, where we are unpacking the copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers. And we talked about what cobalt is and what it's used for. Now it's time to get into the discussion.
We do it for our people. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show. It's the Self Love Show.
There's no equals for show.
That's right.
One Smith 9 Mills.
All right, let's get it in.
Story goes. It's the Self Love Show.
Okay, that's how the story does go. It is the Self Love Show. All right. Yeah, we got some heavy stuff to kind of get into, some eye-opening stuff. Now, this is where we're going to, really spark up the conversation on the cobalt controversy. As you said, you heard something about it. Same with me. I mean, it's like blood diamonds. And it's just kind of snuck up. I mean, some of the same people, ironically or hypocritically, that were pointing fingers about these blood diamonds and being socially conscious. may be moving the same way. But why is cobalt mining so controversial? Let's just start here.
Because it's not supposed to be mined by people per se. There's supposed to be a lot of machinery out there. It's not supposed
Yeah, they
to
call
be,
that artisan mining. The people. Go ahead.
Not supposed to be doing that by hand and making contact with all of that cobalt like that, breathing it in and all that
Yeah,
such.
that dust.
Yeah. There are human rights violations going on.
Well, most of them I saw when you look at it, they got some sort of mask on, like during the Peter pandemic. They got something over their face.
Yeah, not all of them, because there's a lot of children out there, and they don't, for the most part.
Yeah, and a lot of them won't even keep it. Just like with the Peter pandemic, the young kids, you look over 3 seconds later, you pulled it off their face. It's like putting something over a dog or a cat's face that they can get to. You know what I'm saying? So they be like,
get this out of here. They
I
know
can't
better,
eat or do
better than
anything.
us.
Defend
Can't
myself.
breathe. It's the breathing that's the problem about it. It's, you're breathing in what you're breathing out.
You're right. And the smelling, especially for a dog, man. That sense of smell is huge for them. Huge. For their whole.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Huge. I got reason to believe they can smell from blocks away. Cats too.
They can.
If you were walking to your house and you were about 6 blocks away, I guarantee your dog could smell you.
Dogs are wolves. Every dog shares DNA with wolves. Every dog.
Descendant. Yeah.
Well, they all have the same DNA, slight differences.
What'd you do? You put your dog on DNA.me or Ancestry.com?
No,
You sent your dog's DNA in there to
no, that's just the science out there. It's not nothing Tori said. It's the science. And he said,
mainstream science.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs don't come from coyotes. They don't come from, they come from wolves.
Yeah, but it's also really horrible on the environment too, Self. The mining of cobalt, like really horrible. It's destroying the water and the nearby, like it leaves it barren.
Yeah.
Out there.
It kill everything for that, because they'll deforest the place that has it to mine it. That's for sure. Erosion comes into play, because if it's near waterway, they're digging, it's gonna, have an effect.
The artisanal miners that you spoke of, allegedly they account for only 20% of what's coming out there. So if they're only accounting for 20%, why are they doing it? Or what? You know what I mean, so? Why wouldn't they just get more machines out there?
Well, it's people that don't want the machinery, and they see the labor that they can get for it. I mean, like the video said, they, getting paid $200 a week on where you usually get $2 a day.
Why are they all copper colored?
Huh?
Why is everybody in the hole? Which we'll play the video shortly again, and we'll do it slower so you guys. But why is everybody in that hole? Every hole I saw in every video, why are they all copper colored?
Because you're not supposed to do it like that. This is like the black market type of.
Because it's inhumane. Self, I was having a thought. Same thing with slavery. Because it's so inhumane, you'd have to convince yourself that these people are subhumans, kind of like what the Germans did with the Jewish too, right? You have to convince yourself and the people that these people aren't human, right? Therefore, for you to say this is a humanitarian crisis is wrong, because these aren't what. But you've said you're not human.
Yeah,
you said it.
I am.
You said it.
That's true. I'm not human. I'm a man of mankind. I'm not a hue of man. I'm not a kind of man. I am man. Human is you know.
Oh yeah,
derogatory
and
term as
science
far as I'm
is saying it was not. Yeah, they are saying it was a different type of man too, not just Neanderthal. Yeah, they are admitting that.
Yeah.
What you've been saying, so you're like, yeah, those aren't the same.
No.
The job dead gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, if you look at it and really think about it and really meditate on it, oh, you hate to be that way, but you do kind of.
And it's the reason why, the chemistry between us is completely different.
Mhm.
They don't like to put that out
But
there.
normally you can't make an offspring. If you got, like, for instance, you just create an ass. If you got an ass and an ass and a horse or something,
It's close enough.
can you say ass on YouTube?
I believe so. All the cussing I hear out there. We're talking about an ass, not an ass.
All right. The algorithm doesn't know. Yeah.
It knows. All the
Yeah,
cussing
I guess
goes on
it's
this
getting
thing.
smart. It is getting smart.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So here we go, Self. Now, Amnesty International, now that's a reputable international organization founded by, very important people, a lot of money, top echelon people. I imagine Amnesty International is controlled by the elite. They reported that cobalt miners and artisanal mines are exposed to toxic chemicals. And so they're doing it long hours, very low pay, and many of them are children as young as 7. So,
Yeah. That's a problem.
let's postulate that, Self. Let's not just push past this. Write this thought experiment with me. You and I, we're big corporate. Me and you, we started a corporation, you know what I mean, out of our garage, when we were 17. Had the Illuma booty behind us, gave us a nice little backstory. And, we're worth billions, allegedly. And, all right, Self, the big machine, the investors are pushing us, we got to make more money. We got to make more profit. You know what I mean? We got everybody up our butt, the executive, the board, you know what I mean? All right, so here we go. Board of directors. So long story short, so they set us down and they say, yeah, we can get this out of there basically for, pennies on a dollar. You know what I mean? And all we do is use these 7-year-old kids out there. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, all right, so they're working. No, but they're inhaling this toxic. Yeah, and they'll be dead by the time such and such. And if they live, they'll be. I'm just saying, let's go on that. And because somebody signed off on it. For 20%. Are you on mute?
About most billionaires is the bottom line, and they don't care how they get there. They want their bottom line to be, and they don't care how they get there. They don't even want to know.
But somebody knows.
Yeah, somebody knows. But he don't care.
So he's going to hire somebody else who doesn't what?
Care.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to do what they need to do to keep the billions coming in, or what have you.
Probably an Ivy Leaguer. And and I think, man, our next president should not be from an Ivy League school, and everybody should see how that goes. If we can get it past the Electoral College. We've looked at it as a benefit, not you. I'm just saying Americans in general. All our presidents smart. They're all smart. They do cocaine. They all do cocaine. They have crazy parties at Harvard and Yale. You know what I mean? That's all they do. They don't take showers for weeks. You know what I mean? Just party and shit. You saw it. So I'm just, and you know what's going on. They're on benders, and these people are making policy decisions. I'm just saying, so maybe the people who were not from Ivy League should decide, hey, we want a regular guy. They build Donald Trump as a regular guy, but he also what?
Went to one of them schools. I don't know.
That's right.
Did he graduate?
Yeah, he graduated. His dad bought a wing to the school, but but he got his bum tickled with the feather. He had his bum tickled with the feather. That's the whole thing. They go down to the Ivy League to get their bum tickled with some sort of feather, and they're in some sort of fraternity, sorority type thing, like Obama.
I don't, these guys.
All of them, so Zuckerberg, and they're making all these policy decisions, and they all have the same mindset.
Yeah, World Economic Forum.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. They all answer to that. All controlled by the Rockefellers and other families we won't sat here and mention. Collins, we won't sat here and mention them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The royal family, what do they call the House of Windsor? People think, they just figurehead. They ain't got no power. They ain't got no money. The people barely support them, and they barely getting by. I just wish I could slap everybody sometimes.
Just from the relics they possess.
So if I just wish I had a card where you just slap somebody and then they be ready, you just give it to. Oh, you got that slap card? Yeah, that slap. How long you had it, man? I've been holding this for 20 years, nigga.
Yeah, I've been waiting on it, but that's why you got slapped unconscious. You had to leave the slap card on his chest. So when they wake up, like the slap, you ever watch any slap competitions? I'm just saying slight clips. I've never watched no.
Oh no, but I'm gonna go searching on YouTube now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go searching on YouTube.
Oh man.
And you gotta try to stay conscious.
Stay up and stand up.
Yeah.
You gotta stand there like Chris Rock with your hands behind your back.
I'll say this. It would have been nice if Will Smith would have slapped the slap card down after that. You know what I mean? And the law couldn't do nothing. Well, you know what I mean? And you get one slap card at birth, self, and your family sits you down. Don't waste it. You could use it on your brother.
That's the difference between the Oscars and the Grammys, huh?
Oh yeah.
You could win at the
it's a sham.
Oscars and slap somebody, but the Grammys.
It's a sham. They want to control the movement, and they're trying to control the movement through Killer Mike. So they want me to go on a free Killer Mike rant. He's sitting there holding 4 Grammys. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. Like, it's just getting so old, man. So
yeah, it's all
the
soap
script.
Opera.
Yeah, it's just they ain't even trying no more, bro. Once what's her name? Lady Gaga came down in the Super Bowl, identical to what the Simpsons portrayed a year before. Once that happened, I said, yeah, they're not even trying anymore.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they're not even trying. But yeah, we got a video here. And,
predictive program.
And we just played it, but I want you to just play the parts. It's the promo video, but just play the parts. Because
I was about to say, I'm like.
Yeah, where they're digging and you can hear the noise. I want you guys to hear this. I suggested, we give inmates the opportunity to go over there and do that.
I don't know if we're gonna put anybody out there in that.
Right, the poison. You're talking about the poison.
Yes.
You can give them the proper equipment. Those kids just don't have the proper equipment out there because corporate's trying to save some money. Corporate didn't approve. The board of directors didn't approve giving the 7-year-olds proper equipment.
Or anybody out there.
None. And to your point, Self, they're getting paid good comparatively. Okay, so if the average salary is $2 a week, you said?
$2 a day.
So $14 a week if you were working every day, they're getting $200. That's what? 10? That's almost 20x.
400.
What's 400?
I thought they said 200 a week. So
right.
So for 14, for them to get 14, no, that's 2. You right? That's 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week. So what I'm saying is, versus $14 if you work every day.
Still sharing too.
Okay, we'll just say $10 if you work 5 days a week. We'll give the 7-year-olds 2 days off so they can watch cartoons.
They ain't taking no days.
Well, I'm going to be a humanitarian when we're having these discussions in the boardroom. We're giving the 7-year-olds 2 days off. I demand it so I can sleep at night. Self, I know they're getting poisoned and everything, but what I'm saying is we're talking about 7-year-olds. That's a travesty of it. But if they were making $10 a week, Self, and then now, like you said, they can make $200 a week, That's 20x. So let's just say if you're making 1,500 a week here in America, and somebody told you can go dig in the cobalt mines for $20,000 a week, so you can talk your ass off. I got a feeling you'll be down there. Let's get ready. I think you got it queued up. I got a feeling you'll be down there with your little COVID mask on, smacking away at that cobalt.
Probably not.
It's 20 stacks a week, Self. That's life-changing money.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got the whole uniform and everything.
You're doing it for the kids, your kids.
Maybe
Generational wealth.
Go all the way there. I mean, if I don't have to go anywhere.
We're going to be going over the blood cobalt.
Meantime, mining is just one part of the supply chain game.
20,000 a week at 7? Oh, I'd have been smacking. Yeah, so gotta be addressed.
Flipping burgers.
China is the largest refiner of cobalt and the largest supplier to the United States. It's also the world's biggest consumer of cobalt.
Get it.
I'm telling you something, I'd love to get him on the show. He's got a future. Look at that. Look at that.
Terrible thing.
Killing us in the Congo. You kill it. So we make pennies to destroy our homeland for the West, for the West benefit of the West.
What did you say?
We're making pennies to benefit the West, and we're destroying our homeland and selling out our people.
Are you talking about as a
the Congo? I'm saying again, as a people. I mean, that's what's going on. They have government officials over there.
Oh yeah, and they're raping them and all that.
But that $200 a week figure that they were throwing around that video, it's more common. They're making about $5 a day. So it's really about 3 times what a regular pay would be. So let's just say, Self, if you pull in, say, $1,500 a week at your regular job, and you don't have to go nowhere in the U.S., they're asking you to do that for $4,500 a week. Now, I probably wouldn't be so quick to do it, and I damn sure wouldn't send my 7-year-old.
7-year-old wouldn't be involved in that part at all.
I mean, come on, Self. They can hire your 7-year-old, your 12-year-old. You're out there. I mean, that's 3x the money.
Yeah, I think it's got to be based on some way. It's got to be based on what you can pull.
Yeah,
so,
you're probably right. How much you're getting out of there? You're right. You're right.
They're not going to 7-year-old's not going to get as much as a 12-year-old.
He's not going to get the 200. You're right.
Right.
You're right. That old dude smacking all that dust out of there and inhaling the most. He's probably getting the 200 a week. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or the big, strong 20-year-old. Yeah.
They might be as a team too. I break.
That's what it looked like, didn't
you
it?
Take it out.
That's
break
what
it up, and you take
That's
it
what
out.
it looked like. You saw them all celebrating together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it looked like. They was doing it as a team. Who's exploiting the minor Self? Who's exploiting?
The companies in China that refine it or whatever. Whoever's paying them and getting way more than what they're paying out. I mean, it's a short-term turnaround too, because them people gonna get sick and they're gonna be gone, and that's part of it. Maybe some people will develop some sort of
they'll talk about it on YouTube 40 years from now. It'll be a big thing. Yeah.
Be able to succumb, don't succumb to it. I don't know. It's human rights violations, and
No, you're right. The mining sector. You mentioned the intermediaries, the buyers, the agents, the dealers, and the brokers.
Yeah.
You touched on something that these people are in place to shield the big corporations in that thought experiment. You and I, we're shielded. We walk around in fancy suits, going to dinners and fundraisers and talking about how everything's good, and we're using these machines and AI to efficiently pull all this out and blah blah blah, and even lie to some of the stockholders, huh? So
absolutely.
Yeah, I remember. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people that are in those positions and have a whole lot of money are douches. They just,
Bro,
lie to everybody, anybody.
Bro, I came across a book in stacks. I remember I told y'all about it in college. It might have just been sitting at the library. It might have just been sitting on the table, and it was a business review book from Harvard. And it's just what it said: lie. And the people want to be lied to. Lie to everybody. It's exactly what the book said. So it was an older book, but that's the foundation of, they'll set you right down and lie. If you don't want to play that game, you're not going to go very far in these big corporations. But they're exploiting them. So, what's happening, Self, is though, okay, so you're on the block, y'all know all these shorties, these corporations, kind of like the rap game or slavery, it sounds like. And then, so instead of you out there smacking the mines, you can get the shorties out here to do it. You getting broke off a percentage of all the shorties you got out there. You know what I mean? And it seemed like a lot of that was going on in slavery, but sometimes we were selling our ops. Sometimes we were selling the dozens, like the ones who were like criminals or you know what I mean? We were giving those people away. Sometimes, it was an offer we couldn't refuse, and I don't know. I mean, I can't make the excuses for it. But once again, it seems to be happening, and so that's a way that Western people, we're not going to say pink people or white people, Western people have that plausible deniability too, the same way when they talk about the slave trade. Well, the Africans, profited off of that. You know what I mean? The people whose countries we raped. Yeah, but the people didn't profit off of that. You found a couple of political assholes, right, who've been around forever profiting off of selling the people out.
There's a lot less number.
No, you're talking now. Go ahead. Say that again.
A lot less number that they say, so I don't. But even then, it doesn't. They weren't selling their people. They were selling other tribes.
Correct. How much are we, the big fat American consumers? You're a big fat American consumer. I know you don't. You want to act like, oh, I'm this and that. I'm Choctaw. I'm a Moor. I don't pay attention to the laws.
I'm Choctaw.
Whatever. You that.
I know whatever that. I'm
you're
Choctaw.
A misgender. I mean, if the misgender wants to be a misgender,
I'm not a misgender.
You can be whatever you want. I mean, you can be whatever you like.
Right. I'm not gonna be what you call me though.
Right. I'm not calling anybody anything. I'm just
you said I'm a misgender. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying
right in front of me.
That's what you got to. You know what I mean? That's today's terminology. I don't make the terminology. But how much are we, the big fat American consumers? How much are we culpable, bro? How much are we, responsible for the slavery over there? It's slavery, bro.
We are culpable, and as a group. But if China is using 80% of it, I mean,
that's a good point.
They're making the whole thing anyway.
They're refining it all,
and right. And that don't mean we're 20%. We were 80%. That means the rest of the world is 20%.
Did China have something to do with chattel slavery? Because I think I heard something that they had something to do with that. No,
they were involved on the wrong side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they helped us build the railroad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
In other words, their government sold their people out too.
They still to this day. I mean, they've got the largest organ donors or whatever. They'll just take it from prisoners and take all the organs. Well, I don't know that's the truth. That's what the media says. So I better check myself. I have to, do some research myself because listening to this media is, I have you in a clusterfuck.
Hey, you saying some stuff, boy? They people be like, what? Yeah, looking at me like I'm the goyim. Yeah, I just got caught up parroting something I heard the other day. Thought it sounded good. Like, is he goyim?
Like,
You got the goyim in here?
Wait a minute, dude. Today,
Somebody let the goyim. Who let the goyim in here? Yeah.
Yeah, but if they're the most culpable though, they get the most of it, and they turn it into something else, and they don't care about they people. Why would they care about them people? You know what I mean?
So is the best government all about which government is the most efficient at exploiting the people without doing it too much to the point, finding that sweet middle where they don't overthrow you? And
it's all part of a plan to have one government, one people. So they're trying to smooth everybody in that direction.
Whoa. Wait, say that again?
I said their plan is to move to one world government, and everything else is to smooth the people all in that direction.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start just snipping everybody like dogs and cats, getting them fixed. And certain levels of the elite will not be fixed, or at least, they'll put their sperm away. They'll be at the very top. You'll still be able to procreate naturally, but otherwise,
at least their plan. At least their plan.
Yes, that's their plan.
Yeah. That's not my plan. That's not your plan. That's not what's going to happen.
The people will stand up. Yes. Now, listen to this, Self. It goes back to the money. Excess cobalt toxicity can cause severe pain, bone, and tissue death, and other serious symptoms. In the most severe cases, patients can be left permanently blind, deaf, and or facing other conditions such as degenerative heart disease and memory loss. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
no. Yeah, all money ain't good money. You might as well be. You might as well be in a hairline. You might as well be in a hairline mind, Self. You might as well be in a hairline mind. You might as well
20,000 a week.
Maybe even 20,000. Remember, we changed it.
Right. I'm just saying, but even if it was, I'm like.
Yeah, the only time you do that maybe is if you're already terminal ill and you just want to stack some money for the family on your way out. Maybe. Maybe. But
I'm terminally ill. I'm chilling. I ain't worried about paying for nothing.
I might do it one week, get there 20 stacks, travel around the world. You know what I'm saying? Travel around. Oh, I heard you saying you're going to run it up.
Man.
Boy, them
Take it to the limit.
Yeah. Know how to balance
Take it to the limit.
Keep those minimum payments coming in. Don't go over the limit until right at the same time. Except when you go over the limit on one board, them other ones, the AI tells the other ones, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better lower his credit capacity.
Shit, when you go up past 10%, it started alerting.
Yeah, when you go past certain credit. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the environmental costs, you guys, I suggest you guys do that on your own, but it's really bad. And, a lot of us get smug when we have EVs and we talk about, a guy who's driving a gas guzzling truck, diesel truck or something. He's some sort of douchebag. But then when you really go into, how the earth is being destructed to create these so-called reusable sources, even to make solar panels, you start to ask yourself, You know, why don't we just go back to how the Indians did it? You know, Choctaw, and the Sioux. You know what I mean? And the Cherokee and the indigenous people of Canada, and they lived off the land, and they made it happen. You know, they didn't even chop down trees. They had a certain amount of trees that would fall down, or they would cut down the branches to create warmth. You know, everything was fine. The fish were fresh. There was plenty. Everything was fine. You had to do a little work. You know, even the elite of the day had to get off their ass and do something until they were too old where they couldn't do nothing. You know what I mean? And even that was rare. Since they all did something, they stayed in pretty good shape and they ate whole foods and they, you know, I'm on a tangent. But I'm just telling you guys, you know, the Native Americans knew what was right. The indigenous all over the earth knew what was right.
Yeah, the indigenous.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Native Americans.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. I mean, and we're sponsored by Midwest Festival presents. Yeah, house style. We glamping.
We glamping. We glamping.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But alternative self. You know, there are some alternatives that are looking good. Because you know, to really not use it. Nickel has been used. Manganese has been used. Copper. But they still mix in some cobalt in some places, but they're having some success there, fella.
Yeah, I don't know about the mining practices for those.
Oh, some of those mining practices are bad. The
Yeah.
nickel and the manganese. They got kids out there too.
That's what I was just about to imply, that I'm
You're
sure the
right.
mining in those.
I did read that.
just
They
as
said
bad.
they did say they
So-
got some unethical practices going on out there.
So that being said, they have to figure out a different way. I mean, to the dismay of the people, because I mean, those people in that situation, they want that money. And I'm not sure it's in anyone's best interest but China.
In the birth of a nation, and we say an industrial nation, Self, do you think that it's necessary for the people to sacrifice their bodies? We did it here in America, working in those steel mills and, like you said, the railroads. People were dying building these bridges. Like, is that necessary? And then the corporations, after they kill off enough of you, pack it up, move to another nation, and build that nation.
To a certain degree, but not to the degree that we have. I mean, part of my larger problem is all of the structures that they destroyed and are building new stuff that's will not stand the test of time. They know they could not continue building what was built before. And it's very harmful to the environment. All this new materials that they're introducing and using.
Yes, it's buried deep for a reason.
Yeah.
You know,
like they didn't build all those structures for the World's Fair in 1893 in Chicago.
No, some of it is for containment, allegedly.
No, all of that was already here. They repurposed them and then destroyed them, except for the Museum of Science and Industry.
John Day Gorgeous, Ray School. We used to spend a lot of time at the Museum of Science and Industry. You know, nobody wants to talk about how much time we spent there. That's why we were so smarter than the rest of the city. Tested higher.
Indoctrination center of the schools.
That's right.
Facts.
I'm a victim.
Facts.
All right. So now, there is a trend though of people using alternatives, but to your point, Self, it's all hogwash. It's another ruse to make people think that, yeah, we're getting this in a more humane, sanitary way. And it is a more sanitary way. It would cost us all a little more money. Just like we raised the wages at McDonald's and now we're paying more for, a number 12 or whatever the case may be. We may have to pay more for these products here. You're gonna have to be willing to do that as a consumer.
I don't know, because they're just gonna figure out another way, and they're boosting the prices. See, the problem I have is
are they terraforming the world? And go ahead with the problem.
Absolutely.
For the aliens. But go ahead with the problem. That's what it seems like.
I mean,
and terraforming us, having us inhale cobalt.
Corn. I mean, our melanin and the melanin on this planet is an adaptogen, so it can adjust. And you actually terraforming the planet. Corn is not good for mankind, or human. But it's the number one product.
That's right.
That and soybean. And
they feed corn to the animals that we eat.
Yes.
Those animals shouldn't even be eating it.
Right. Absolutely.
But they want to make money selling corn.
Well, no, they don't. Because corn costs a lot cheaper if you buy corn than it costs to make it. It's a huge. I don't understand that. The only thing that makes sense to me is terraforming.
Yeah, it does seem like some aliens may have given us some technology, and we think that, we're at the Gucci store. In the meantime, the planet is the Gucci store, and they're taking it from us.
Well, I think they have been here as long as we have.
Quite possibly longer.
Yeah.
All right, solutions. I got one. Create a sustainable battery. A more sustainable battery. Make it part of company's business plan, that requirements. Us as a people make a law that if you're going to make these batteries, that you're required to recycle them. Have that as part of your program. You know what I mean? And we're going to be reusing all of this.
Okay, make the charging station the vehicle itself. I mean, you can't really do that with phones or what have you, but with cars, you got a lot of moving parts and spinning parts that could charge the vehicle itself and don't need the charging. I think that would save on the battery.
Yeah, a more efficient regen feature. Oh,
yeah.
I see what you
could have a smaller battery. If it's constantly charged, you only need it to start.
And then it just kicks in every time it goes to 80%, you know what I mean? And then goes off when it gets down to 20 and it goes back to gas. Right. Right. You need more long-lasting batteries, but eventually they'll all die. You can't, it doesn't matter what you pay the labor. I was thinking pay the labor more, but
I think the fact that the batteries die is part of a money grab. I'm sure there's a substance that you can use that will never replenish ever.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Or would last much longer.
Well, they didn't say anything about battery for the African dude that made the TV that played all the time, no electricity, or the helicopter or the car. They ain't said nothing about no battery, and
that's what makes me think it's more about the destruction of the planet.
Yeah.
We're going to give you guys some comforts, you know what I mean? Some trinkets in the meantime while we destroy your planet and kill you slowly.
Tesla didn't work off a battery. There was no battery. You just took the electricity out the air because of the generator that produced it wirelessly. In the 1800s, they had a whole lot of electrical vehicles and never said nothing about no battery.
And I'd say as consumers and citizens, we can all make a difference by choosing the products that use less or no cobalt, recycling our electronic devices, and supporting initiatives that promote ethical and responsible mining practices. There's not much more we can do.
Yeah, and I don't think that's gonna really do anything because they're producing these.
Well, we can all get on an airplane and go there and tell them to stop. That'd be a nice movement for the world. If a bunch of African Americans got on the plane like the Million Man March behind Farrakhan's leadership, and we all jumped on planes and we went around there and said, "Hey, we demand that you stop this, and we demand that you stop this now. And if you don't stop it, we're gonna have Will Smith slap you."
It'd be like when the basketball team was out there. Was it Globetrotters? Or was it? I don't know what basketball team it was, and all the Chinese was out there. Talking about nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Go away, nigga. You don't need
Nigga.
that. Yeah. Because no matter how many of us go, if it's 1 million, it's 1 billion Chinese in China.
So they say. So they say.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? Nobody knows. And, with the Chinese just giving us numbers. Because I know if I was and they know all about Sun Tzu and the art of war, boy.
Yeah.
China probably only has about 10 million people. You know what I mean? We've got billions in the mountains, trillions. In America, we need to start lying. But, yeah.
You think they don't? Shit, America lies. They'll lie to us. You think we won't lie to everybody else?
Hey, let's hit this poll result right quick. As you know, unfortunately. Yeah. All right.
Poll.
Here's the poll, Self. Does it matter if children are employed in unsafe cobalt mines? First option, not a bit. The chips and lithium batteries are more important. 0% said that. I mean, that's the Illuminati. You think they don't feel that way? They're doing it. 100% Self. Using the related tech byproducts make me feel dirty. So they say it does matter, but using the related tech byproducts make them feel dirty. 50% of the respondents selected that. Wait, what's going on? I had no idea. So everyone apparently is aware of what's going on. All right. The next response, I care, but the associated tech is a necessary societal tool. 50% said down. Okay. And then children aren't being used. This is all rumor and conjecture. All right. Nobody said that. So it seems like we're all 100% sure that 7-year-olds are being poisoned to get us our tech. We feel a little dirty about it. You know what I mean? But we're 100% sure that this is going on. Yeah. So which one would be your response here, Phil? I care, but the associated tech is a necessary societal tool.
I was gonna have to be honest with it because I do not feel dirty about.
But is it necessary? Are they digging for water? Water would be necessary. You know what I mean? But they're not.
We've proven that it's only 20% of the whole situation.
Man, that's what's crazy.
So it's not necessary.
And they always create a shortage so they can do what, Self? Jack up prices, like with the diamond mines and stuff. It's always a shortage.
Oh, that's one of the biggest fallacies in human history. They got so many diamonds, they don't know what to do. The diamonds are worthless.
Yeah, and same thing with water, same thing with oil. But they're going to create a shortage because that's how they make more money. I'm not stupid. But so that's all I had, man. I'm go ahead and wrap this up and then throw it to you, bro. Is there anything you want to say though on it before I do my wrap?
No, there's got to be a change. Exploitation of the least of us doesn't work for the most of us.
Yeah, I would say, man, pray for those people in the Congo and write your congressman, your senator, if you're one of those types. let them know how you feel about it. You know, you can even sit down and write a nasty letter if you're an investor in one of these major companies. So not going to name them, but you guys can, you know, figure out who the big corporations are. So we've discussed the copper-colored Congo conflict cobalt pickers, the people who mine cobalt, the miners in the DRC under extremely harsh and inhumane conditions. We've learned about the importance of cobalt for the global green energy transition, but also the challenges and injustices that it entails. We've explored some alternatives to cobalt as well as some ways that we can make a difference as consumers and citizens. We hope that tonight's episode has enlightened and kept you engaged. If you have any feedback, questions, concerns, corrections, or suggestions for future episodes, feel free to contact us in the comments, or you can call us or text 424-900-6945. That number is troll free. We'd love to hear from you and learn more about your thoughts and opinions. You know, even if you want to say, hey, you can do better. Until next time, stay curious and keep dreaming. Remember, ask not what our culture can do for you, but what you can do for our culture. As always, question everything and everybody. Me, Self Love Show ain't Kansas, Dorothy. Peer down that rabbit hole and do your own research. Use caution and discernment, because sometimes when you stare into the abyss, the abyss stares right back at you. Peace, self-love, honor, and respect. Big ups to Midwest Fest. They're sponsoring House Doc. Big ups, Midwest Fest. That link is pinned in the chat. Get your early bird specials. Get your early bird specials.
Yep, and if you want raffle tickets, hit up your boy. You know, you can hit it at the note and at the text number, and I'll be at you about it.
Thanks. All right, today's dome teaser. I am a metal that is blue and gray. I power your phones and laptops all day, but I have a dark side that you may not know. I fuel violence, corruption, and woe. In a region that is rich in minerals and strife, I am extracted at the very cost of human life. What am I?
Cobalt.
Very opera pro, and great job, Self Love. I knew you'd get that one. ChatGTP came up with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was cold though. Nice little poem.
Yeah.
Where it came up with that was cold.
Facts.
All right. And we'll get at you with a topic next week. I'm not so sure what it'll be. And we're talking politics on Sunday, right, Self Love? Politics.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Politics. Creeper say getting on at 9. So yeah, I'm too far away from that. It's at the same spot where we went when you was here.
Oh yeah.
Last year. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. And that's what you're talking about. All right. Well, this brings me to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang, and that's Wordsmith's final words out there.
There's misery that comes when humans look dumb. There's a lot of things that we do on this planet that feeds a beast. We sit back and increase the beast's will to instill more and kill. Cobalt is the reason for the season that we talking about, and it's the reason they leasing life's through mega trife Because if you got children dying to produce technology, it's ass backwards. It's working in reverse. Killing the future to build it? I don't know what's worse. But this beast that's running this system is into transhumanism. So it makes sense that that's the rhythm that they want us to go in. But I'm gonna keep on growing like minds and showing and proving we know what's true. Look deep within, your spirit knows what to do. And when we get together and aggregate, we will end this cobalt state. End it all. Because there's technology that don't need none of that. In fact, it's already been in place and intact. So look within so we can all grow and begin to end this energy tyranny that they pretend that they care. But you can look and see life ain't fair. It was all dark melanated people in those holes digging cobalt. They know the risk. They're trying to roll with the benefits. At some point, we got to benefit all of the indigenous all over the planet. Words.
Got Zodiac. Check him out.
Do you think you are the one?
Think you the one, Sal?
Honestly, I don't know.
No, I'm the one. Fuck Neo and Jet Li. Got nothing on me.
Means no thyself.
Bullets a boomerang.
Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Yeah, an eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
Slave theory. Greed, plus ego, over fear, and slavery.
Charity plus humility times love is freedom.
Do not answer questions.
Question everything.
In everybody. Here's Cap from the Lose.
Vibrate love.
Forgiveness is love's highest vibration.
So do something charitable for a so-called enemy and end the beef.
Healthy people, heal down people.
Because we know for sure hurt people gonna try to hurt people.
Free low rule.
Free Jeff Fort.
Free all the guys, man.
Prison is slavery.
See you, Hoosh. Walk on H2O.
Move mountains.
Bro?
Yeah, bro. They say all we need is the faith of a mustard seed, and we got way more than that. It's shorter than last week. We on our way.
I will eat the right foods that I grow myself. 'Cause the wrong way stole my health.